What's a god?
They're real if you believe in them.
So who are you?
You wouldn't believe in me if I told you.
There's an evolution. There's a growth of we've invested more in the characters now. You've known about the world that we've set. We've set the world. We've set the players, and so now you understand. The first world was confusing by design. We wanted you to kind of learn along with Shadow, the world that he now has woken up in, and now in season 2 we're able to kind of progress the story further now that you know the players. And so I think that fans will find it more linear. Pablo constantly says it's more plot driven. You really start to see everyone's individual stories kind of take shape now. And we're trying to find out, what everyone's agenda is now.
Mm-hmm. Will you ever get your coin back?
Oh yeah, I don't have to raise that. I will. Thank you so much. Will I get my coin back? Well, I already had an opportunity. Sweeney already had an opportunity to take his coin when Dead Wife was laying on the side of the road with her body splayed open, and he chose not to take it, and he put it back in her body to reanimate her. So, will he find a way to get it back from her without causing her demise, so that he will not live a life of guilt? We don't know. I'm not sure. I certainly can't spoil that for you if he does, but he's going to be trying very hard.
And he's going to be making her feel bad about it.
Oh, he'll be talking shit to her the whole season. Yeah,
the whole season.
Season.
Literally, it's an incredible part of the show in such a dark, intense, layered, complex show where I feel season 2 is possibly darker. And even for this dynamic between Laura and Sweeney, they add so much with the humorous kind of the physical comedy, the written comedy. It's such an important element, and the show really would not be the same without their dynamic going on. And for me, season 2 just adds to their fantastic relationship.
Yeah, there'll be a lot there for Sweeney and Dead Life lovers.
I was going to ask about the relationship between you guys. Like, is there still like an antagonistic?
Me and Pablo?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't hold me so much anymore.
I stopped doing that
he
after
did.
first season.
Yeah,
First season was a long shoot. A lot of holding.
I need to be held
Second
now.
season,
He's such a big man.
We're going to separate trailers. Second season.
Really?
Yeah. It was in the deal.
Did we have to tell everyone that?
Now the evolution
I thought we could make it back.
of Sweeney and Shadow, I think, but for both of us, I think was one of our favorite parts of shooting the second season. Their journey actually through the course of the second season is one of the biggest in terms of how far their relationship comes. So while they were met as antagonists, you could feel when they met that there was a strange feeling of at least guilt or something like that from Sweeney's part in terms of wanting to warn him about the dangers that he's heading for. And that relationship and desire from Sweeney's part takes some very interesting shapes through the course of the second season.
Can you talk about filming that?
No, I can't because I wasn't there.
Oh,
Why don't you talk about filming
Are we not there?
Oh, no. I was in the set that they built in Toronto to look like it.
Oh,
but
that's a
some
shame.
people got to go there, which must have been really fun. Why don't you tell them about that?
It was so much fun. It's probably the best time of the whole season. It was my favorite part of season 2. It was
God,
filming at
I'm
the
so
House on
sad
the
I
Rock in
missed that.
Wisconsin because it's a real place and it's really magical and it's amazing and we loved it. Everyone was there. Everyone was great. It was like Musa was there and Yatide went and Orlando went and Ian went. It was really great. But you didn't go.
No, I didn't go.
No, even though
Sadly.
you were there in the
Sadly.
show. But
Wasn't it an amazing place?
But yeah.
Beautiful.
No. But seriously, it was incredible. And I still, after watching the episode, I still don't. And Neil wrote in his book, but he toned it down because he didn't think people would believe it. I still don't think we did justice in the show. The place is insane. And in a show full of special effects, you didn't need to bring any of that because it was so magical in itself. Every room was just getting bigger and stranger as you kind of walk through it. There's a whole what came first, the chicken and the egg thing, because there's a monstrous life-size blue whale in a room. And you're like, did they build it here and then, or did they bring it from somewhere and build it? And because it's being attacked by a giant squid, and then in another room you've got a full-size mannequin orchestra. It's mind-blowing, and we've tried to capture as much of it as possible. And a lot of Shadow's acting is I call it NAR, no acting required. I'm genuinely taken aback by just looking around that room. It was phenomenal. The only thing I would say in a negative sense was
Next time, bring Pablo.
Take Pablo, because he could carry me up the hills. Everything's like, if you ask your T-Day and Orlando, everything was uphill No matter what direction you went, wherever you were going, it was uphill. It was like one of those magic eye pictures. Like, I do not understand, but my glutes were great. My calves are popping. And I felt very healthy after that. For me, I've said one of my things I've always popped up about is beauty. You know, I feel like everyone's so visual nowadays with Instagrams and projecting the highlight reel of their lives. You know, everyone's afraid to kind of send a picture without a filter on it now, for fear of rejection, mocking, bullying, trolling, all that sort of stuff. And so what would the god of beauty look like? What would he, she, which side would they be on? Because I think we're so engulfed in kind of appearance nowadays that I feel that's something that would have been believed into being, which is kind of the premise of our show, is gods are believed into being by humans.
I mean, it's sort of related, but I think like the god of social media. You know, at the time the book was written, he used Tech Boy as an all-encompassing view of technology and its uses, but the further we've gone down this road, the more specific technology has gotten. You know, and the more and the one that feels like it has the most kind of control over our lives in terms of eyeballs and users, which is kind of what the book's all about in terms of like what do you put your attention towards, is social media. So I think, you know, the specificity of like Tech Boy breaking down into multiple, you know, versions and social media, the god of social media being one of them, would be an interesting aspect.
The storm is coming.
He is dangerous. I need you to believe that.
I don't know what I believe in.